Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You can see winter has finally arrived. Yesterday it was minus 22 degrees, so it's getting a little chilly. We have a surprise today. You can see that shed is gone, so we'll update you on that in a bit. But right now we are filling up the buckets for all the birds. Seeing as now everything's freezing, it's daily water changes for all of them, so we'll send 2 to the ducks, 1 to each chicken, and we'll fill up some of the rabbits. So we'll get doing that, and then we'll show you the surprise. This is probably the best part of the day right here, is letting the ducks out. We're all super excited to be out playing in the snow. They'll lay down here for a bit, and then they'll go under the little cover in all the hay. But if you're getting into animals, highly recommend getting one of the metal garbage cans. This one here is the 10-gallon, and it holds a full bag of feed. Get a little bit more. We were using old ice cream tubs, but it was just a pain having to keep carrying the feed, filling them up, stuff like that. So it's nice to use these bins here because they hold a full bag, so a little easier for them. But they're all excited first thing in the morning. Today's actually a fairly mild day, which is nice because my all my heated buckets froze up. The extension cords got ripped. So today's nice and warm. So this is a big chunk of ice there. The duck one, you can see theirs, I've already emptied it out. So it's a little wet, so the birds will probably stay in most of the day. I'm sure they'll come out for a few seconds just to see what's going on. Maybe not, there are. Alright, we'll head over to the Silky pen now. And the rabbits, get them all watered, fed, and then off to the other shed. If you've been watching my previous channels, you know I built a brand new Silky house this summer. So they've been inside just because we keep them inside for the winter, but we decided to put a little dog crate out so they can come out and get some fresh air. But I am going to start probably shortly, I'll start building it, is we're going to cage this section into the deck. So this whole section, it's 2x8. It's going to get all fenced in so then they can come outside instead of just being in the doghouse. But for right now, this is their fresh air, which they seem to enjoy, but I'm sure they'll love it more when they come the whole length of it. And I may even, not that there's a lot of snow coming in, but I was even tempted just to build off here, come off down a little bit. Similar style to how the rabbit's house is, just a little overhang here to make sure no snow lands on the deck at all. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I'll need to, which is perfect. So, but they love it. They're getting some fresh air. If it's super cold out, we'll leave them in. Their coop stays nice. 5 degrees if it's a super negative day. Same as we're gonna move these nesting boxes, get them up a little bit for them. They're starting to lay on top at night. They like to huddle together. We'll see if there's any eggs today. What do we got? One silky egg. good. And then we also got, I went and checked the chickens, and we had 1 chicken egg. So these guys normally lay around lunchtime, so we'll check back around noon. But now we are back. We're heading over there to that pen, or the shed that we used to keep all our scrap hay in. I kind of wish I had a video of me dragging it. I had to hook it to the back of the car and pull it over there. I know some people are saying, well, why don't you use your tractor? I'll show you here. I was looking for tractor updates. The tractor's currently out of commission. I blew a belt, so I got to figure out how to get that on and adjusted. And also, I got a leak in the hydraulic line, or I believe it's actually the piston, not the lines. It's this one here. I checked, and some fluid's leaking out there, and I also have some fluid under here. So I got to trace back where that's coming from, and I'd also like to fix I got a really bad exhaust leak coming out from under here, and I think it's in there, but it was blowing into the cab, and I actually got a little bit sick from all the fumes, so I'll hopefully get that stuff straightened out. It's been a pretty mild winter so far, so I'm not too worried, but it would be nice to have the tractor to clean coops and stuff like that, since I'm just using a wheelbarrow, and that's a pain trying to push that through the snow. So we'll get this pallet out of the way, and for the surprise. So we got back later. We picked up these chickens here. See them in the dog house. I was gonna put them on the roost last night. We picked these ones up. They're on isolation. They had lice and what we thought were mites. One of our friends, I'll put the link to her Instagram channel down below, but she checked them over since we're fairly new to chicken stuff and don't really know what we're looking for. So they definitely had lice. We thought we seen mites, so for the time being they are isolated from all our other chickens, so everything else doesn't get it. So this is the new isolation shack, but I kept them in this because this is going to be pulled out and I didn't want to try to catch them and fight with them since there's no door on this shed. So today I'm going to get the nesting boxes put up, even though we've medicated them, so we won't be able to eat their eggs for at least another 3 weeks, just because we have to give them a second dose in 10 days, and then we have to wait 2 weeks after that before we can eat any of their eggs. So be close to 3 weeks before we can have any of that, so we'll just put the nesting boxes in there so they can still lay and we can just get rid of the eggs. But I'm thinking if I elevate the nesting boxes up high, I'll probably put their food and water under it. Then this way it takes up less space. They have more space to go around here. There's only 5 of them. I'll show you a better picture of them once I finish that. But for now, I also have to build a door because we have a tarp just to keep it warm last night and a pallet to make sure it didn't blow around. But I'll probably have to make one by hand. I'll have to figure that out, how I'm going to build a door for this. But hopefully we'll get that done today. So we just gave the all our layers today some I just dumped in their bowl. It's some apple cider vinegar herb mix that we give them, so that's in their bowl. Supposed to give it to them over 6 days, but it's nice weather, so hopefully it won't freeze and they get to it. Now that I showed you all the 5 chickens we just got, we have enough roosts here, but we also have a few in the incubator again, Barren Rock. So what we're gonna do is this brooder is actually coming out. I don't know, I'll probably have to tear it apart, sadly. I was hoping to kind of be able to reuse it, but it's gonna be coming out, and I'm probably gonna build more roosts like these ones here and put them there. And the nesting box is probably going to be on this firewall. Still have to figure that out. But we're planning on having a lot more chickens this summer just to keep up with egg production. So we'll be doing that. You see we still have one guinea. She hasn't left yet. But hopefully, I'd say we're gonna get an egg shortly. She lays a nice big brown egg. And you see the guineas just love to talk. But we have 18 eggs of those girls in the incubator, so hopefully we'll get quite a few hens. You see we have another one down there. But they're very excited today. I'll close them up. And I'll walk up. So now we have another glass to give to the silkies, the rabbits. Just preventative maintenance in a sense for them. Doesn't hurt them, helps them with everything. Just trying to keep them all healthy. The ducks are having fun splashing around, so we'll give the other one to all the other birds, and then we'll start working on the door for the coop. All right, here's the finished product. I don't want to bore you with my build of it. It took about 5 hours or so. I just puttered. I used 11 and a half 2x4s. So if you want to figure it, that's the only price I paid for it. All the scrap plywood was from the silky coop I built this summer, and all the gate lashes and stuff I stole off of the other pens that we kept the gate open now that it's winter time, and had a scrap window. So big old window. They'll get a nice light here. The sun's starting to go down, so tomorrow they'll get some nice light in here. Nice tight latch, keep some of the wind out. You can see I trimmed out the bottom around the whole edge of there. There was some gaps that I wanted to seal up, so you can see they're in here now. We got 5 of them in here, so they'll be for 3 weeks until we gave them ivermectin, I believe it is. So you put a drop on their head, under their armpits, and above their and below their vent. So we'll do that in another 9 days now. We'll give them another treatment, and 2 more weeks they'll be able to come out with the other chickens, as long as we don't notice any other lice or anything. They did lay 1 egg in the dog crate, so we set it in the nesting boxes just so they know that's where to lay. And they also we gave them some herbal water as well, just to help out in the bucket. So not bad for a little day's build. Really nice having another coop here. So this is in isolation for now, and then once these guys are all healed up, we'll move them to the big coop, and we'll probably put our smaller chicks in here until they get big enough to go to the big coop as well. But we'll give it a deep cleaning. I'll probably either bleach, or I'll clean all the shavings out, and we'll take a torch and just hopefully if there's any bugs lingering, they'll all die. But it's a lot better for them to be in here than in that dog crate. And they also have air vents, so holes here, 2 in the front, 2 in the back to allow some flow. And there's still some air gaps in here. It's not completely tight, but it did seal it up just so they don't get too chilly, seeing as this isn't insulated and the metal's going to be a lot colder than a wood structure. There's no insulation factor in this. So my next project for this one is to do something with the roof. I'll probably have to put a few sheets just over top of this one. It's got a few holes in it, and it could leak some. So we want to get that sealed up next. But today was a nice day, so it's melting all the snow. So that'll probably be another week or so. I'll get to that, finish it up. No big rush on that. It's not leaking crazy, just a drop here and there. But not bad for a day's build. Just pretty well scrap wood, other than the 2x4s, like I said. But you can usually find these sheds either for free, or people usually $100 or so. We got this one for free, luckily. So putting it to good use. And eventually we may either leave that here as an isolation shed just away from all our other coops, or we'll put it with the other ones. We'll see. But for now it's staying over here away from everyone else so no one else gets sick. But thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Have a good day.